G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be ranking the two first choice centre backs from every Premier League team. Now I agree this is a subjective opinion on who I've put in this tier maker. Yes, some teams played three centre backs, but I've chosen the two first choice centre backs if every team was playing a back four. It's subjective, who cares? It's not that deep. Let's get into it. Let's start off with Bayer for Burnley. Now, I'm not going to act like I'm an expert on all of these centre-backs because, realistically, I don't watch every team. I watch the best game that's on at any given time. Bayer, I don't know a lot about, and that also goes for O'Shea. I don't watch a lot of Burnley. In fact, I reckon I've watched 3 or 4 Burnley games this season. I'm going to put them both in... Look, shite's a bit harsh. Below par is what it's going to be called. I'm going to put them both in there, both Burnley centre-backs, because they're probably the second worst team in the league. Yes, they're picking up a bit of form recently, but their defence is an absolute monstrosity. They've got one of the worst defences in the league. This season, they've conceded 42 goals, which is the second most behind Sheffield United. I think it's only fair to put both Burnley centre-backs there, and the Sheffield United centre-backs, George Baldock and Jack Robinson, they can also go there because they're the two worst defences in the league. They don't provide massive ball-playing abilities. They're good for an old-fashioned style of defence in maybe the Championship, but it's just not. They're not incredible players. Now let's head over to Wolves. Max Kilman and Craig Dawson. I think Craig Dawson's solid. I think Max Kilman's just behind him. I think Craig Dawson provides a really, really big goal threat for Wolves that not a lot of centre-backs in the league provide. I think he's really solid defensively. He's done it over a long period of time. And Max Kilman's a really good up-and-coming centre-back, and I really, really rate him. I think the Wolves' defence, they concede quite a bit, but it's not necessarily always the centre-back's fault. I think they're two decent centre-halves. We'll head to the Arsenal centre-backs now, William Saliba and Gabriel. William Saliba, he is going in world class. He is arguably the best centre-back in the Premier League. He is absolutely top-notch. He's a Rolls Royce. His ball-playing abilities, his ability to just quickly mop up balls that come through. What a player. Gabriel, I'll put him in top tier. I rate Gabriel, and I think the dynamic of Saliba and Gabriel, the right foot and the left foot in the same team, two good ball-playing centre-backs. I think Gabriel provides a little bit more of a goal threat than Saliba, but as a defender, I prefer Saliba, obviously. Let's move on to Crystal Palace. Let's go do these teams in random order. Mark Gahey and Joachim Andersen. I think Mark Gahey can go in between Dawson and Kilman. I think he's a bit of a smaller sort of centre-back, but he's right-footed, he's good ball playing, he gets in and under. He's a very gritty centre-back, Mark Gahey. And Joachim Andersen, he deals with more of the aerial sort of stuff. He's a big goal threat. He's actually scored quite a few goals this season for Crystal Palace. I will put him just above Kilman. I'll put Gahey and Kilman right in the middle of Craig Dawson and Kilman. So I'll put Andersen and Gahey in the middle of Dawson and Kilman. Two solid centre-backs. And Crystal Palace defence, it's not all that, but they are individually two solid players. Let's move on to Spurs. Mickey van der Ven and Christian Romero. Romero, for a portion record of 2022/23, was, for a very poor, like a couple weeks, was the best defender in the world. Obviously, he's not the best defender in the world. That's silly. But he's world class. He's behind Saliba, but Christian Romero is world class. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He gets sent off way too often, which is a trait he needs to get out of his game. Yes, I get he's an aggressive centre-back that can play some filthy tackles, but that is how he plays. I think aerially, as a goal threat, on the ball, an all-round perfect centre-back, Christian Romero. And Mickey van der Ven, he hasn't done it all yet, and I do rate van der Ven very highly. I'll put him above Gabriel, but I think he's still a very young centre-back, but he has done absolute wonders at Spurs this season, and he will go into the world-class category one day. Let's go to Brighton, Van Heck and Dunk. Van Heck, I'll put him maybe next to Craig Dawson. Second in solid. I think Van Heck's a young centre-back that Brighton signed, and he has started a lot of games this season. Look, De Zerbi's one of those managers that rotates his team a lot, so it's very hard to know what their first choice centre-backs are, but I think Van Heck's an absolutely brilliant player. Aerially, he's very, very dominant, and I rate him very highly. And Lewis Dunk's a bit in and out of the team, but I decided to put him in there. And I'll probably put Lewis Dunk ahead of Anderson and Kilman. I do rate him. He's a very old-fashioned centre-back, but he does the job. Let's move to Issa Diop and Tosin Adarabioyo. Diop, okay. Adarabioyo, behind Diop, okay. Fulham's defence is okay. It's nothing special. It's their midfield that does most of the work. João Palhinha holding it down. Their centre-backs, they're okay. I can't give them much praise. Plus, I don't watch Fulham all that much. Let's move to Newcastle. Fabian Schär and Sven Botman. Sven Botman, I'll go top tier. I'll put him in between. Actually, yeah, I'll put him in between Van de Ven and Gabriel. And with Fabian Schär, I'll put him behind Botman, above Gabriel. I think Botman and Schär as a right-footed, left-footed combo work so well as a dynamic. They're two brilliant players. They both are getting on a bit. They both are a bit older, but they both play international football. They're both so cool, calm, and collected. They're sort of a slower centre-back, but they're two centre-backs that dominate in the air. They're good with their feet. Two brilliant centre-backs that have done wonders for Newcastle in the 2 seasons they've been there. Let's go to West Ham. Kurt Zouma and Naif Aguirre. Aguirre, top of solid for me. Zouma, I'll put him above Van Heck, behind Craig Dawson. Aguirre's a left-footed centre-back that plays for the Morocco national team. He's a bit quicker for his size. On the ball, he's absolutely brilliant. He does have a few mistakes in him, but at his best, he is top tier. Kurt Zouma, he's just a very big body. He's quite quick. He bullies an attacker he bullies players when they come near him. He's not like that a real dominant force that a Virgil van Dijk is, but he's probably a couple of tiers below in that sort of style. Talking of Van Dijk, let's move to Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate. I'll put Van Dijk top of world class because of his body of work over a long period of time. I think Saliba actually has been the best centre back in the league this season, but I think I'll put Van Dijk on top of him. He is a bully. He's amazing with his feet, amazing in the air, amazing on the ground. He's quick, he's strong, he's the lot. He's Virgil van Dijk. He's one of the greatest centre-backs in Premier League history. And Ibrahima Konate, I am going to put him top tier behind Gabriel. I think Liverpool's success this season has been mainly due to their centre-backs, and those centre-backs in most of those games have been Van Dijk and Konate. And I think Konate hit... what was the last game Liverpool played? I can't remember their last game, but he was unbelievable. It might have been Crystal Palace. I can't remember the game, but he was insane. He was so good, and he actually is a bit similar to Van Dijk, not on the level of Virgil, obviously, but he's big body, he's quick, he gets into positions well. Good player is Ibrahima Konate, and still underrated. Let's move to Everton, the Merseyside rivals of Liverpool. Jared Branthwaite and James Tarkowski. Jared Branthwaite, at the young age of whatever he is, 21 or so, I'm going to put him behind Konate in top tier. This is how highly I rate Jared Branthwaite. A left-footed centre-back that a lot of big teams in Europe are looking at. Personally, as an understudy to Lisandro Martinez as a backup left-sided centre-back, I would adore him at Man United. I know the fee would be hefty, and that's why if we were in a financial situation to buy him as a backup centre-back, I would. But he'll go and be a starting centre-back, a starting younger centre-back, and another big European side. He is on a different level. He's quick, he's amazing aerially, he's amazing on the ground, and he's only, 20, 21? I'll actually double check on that, because he is just brilliant. Jared Branthwaite, yeah, he's 21. He just won the Euros with England, I believe. But he is an England youth international. He's been on loans to Blackburn, PSV. He's played for Carlisle at the moment at Everton. What a player Jared Branthwaite is. Fantastic. And James Tarkowski, he can probably go above Van Heck, above Zouma, in between Zouma and Dawson, I'd say. James Tarkowski, he's done it over a long period of time under Sean Dyche, at Burnley, at Everton. Brilliant, true professional, does the job. Now let's move on to Nottingham Forest. We will do Bowley And I've literally got the names here. I don't know all the centre-backs in the league. Give me a break. Bolly and Murillo. If I don't know their names, I don't watch a lot of Nottingham Forest. I'm going to put them both in okay behind Fulham. Because they really are. Whenever I watch them, they're okay. The centre-halves. Let's go. Ben Mee and Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock, look, I'm going to put him in between Tarkowski and Zuma. I rate Ethan Pinnock. He's a bit older. He's a Jamaican centre-half. Pretty much starts every game for Thomas Frank at Brentford. And I think he's a really professional sort of Rolls Royce that just gets the job done. Brentford's defence isn't all that, but I think at their best, they're a really organised football side. They're a top half Premier League team, and Ethan Pinnock is a big part of that. Ben Mee, probably, I'll put, like, he's very experienced, Ben Mee, but I still don't think he's at the heights of, I'll put him maybe below Anderson and Kilman. I'll put him at the bottom of solid, Ben Mee. Let's go to Luton. Tom Lockyer and Terry Mengi. Obviously, Tom Lockyer's health is the main priority, but he has been the most played centre-back for Luton this season, so I have put him in the tier list. So I'm not sure how Tom Lockyer is doing. I know he's okay and conscious and everything, but praise up to him. Hopefully, he's still tracking well in his life and a potential return to football. But Tom Lockyer and Terry Mengi. Now, Tom Lockyer, he's been at the club for a while. He's the captain. He's a solid centre-back. I wouldn't say he's below par, but I'd probably say he's bottom of okay. He's a loosened centre-half, and he's pretty much what they need. Terry Mengi, I've watched quite a bit of. I do watch a bit of Luton. He's good on the ball. He's good at ground level. He's okay aerially. He was in the Man United Academy, so I've watched Terry Mengi play quite a bit, and he probably got to the age where he was a bit too old to make it through our academy. But I think I'll put Mengi in the okay tier. Maybe above Tom Lockyer. I think that's fair. Let's go to Man City then. Ruben Diaz and John Stones. Ruben Diaz, I think they can both go in world class, really. They can both go in world class. Unpopular opinion, I prefer John Stones to Ruben Diaz. John Stones has the ability to go out to right back, drop into midfield. He's a bit quicker than Diaz. He gets in for those lengthy tackles. And while Diaz is an absolute rock, an absolute brutal force at the back for the Citizens, I prefer John Stones as an all-round centre-half. Let's go to Villa. Ezri Konsa and Pau Torres. I get Konsa plays right back when Cash doesn't play there. He's actually probably been Villa's first choice right back this season with Diego Carlos at centre-back. But I've decided to go with Pau Torres and Ezri Konsa. I'm going to put Pau Torres bottom of world class. He was in my Premier League team of the season so far. Maybe not well. I'll put him. Actually, I'm going to put him behind Van de Ven. Yeah, I'll put him there. He was in my Premier League team of the season so far, but that doesn't mean overall he's world class. He's still got work to go, Pau Torres. I don't think he's overly old. He looked older than he actually is, I think, Pau Torres. I could be completely wrong with that. He's 27, so he's a bit younger. He's in the prime of his career, and he's doing a fantastic job at Villa as that left-sided centre-back. Ezri Konsa, I'd probably put him... I'd go probably bottom of tops here. I think he does a very good job for Villa. He's a versatile player that can get out into the full-back positions. Two very solid defenders for the Villa, and Diego Carlos a bit stiff not to be included in this list. Let's go to United. Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. I will argue with anybody that my favourite player, Lisandro Martinez, is world class. I'll put him bottom of world class to be a bit fair, but I will argue with anyone. And Rafael Varane, he's won 5 Champions Leagues. I prefer Licha as a player at the moment, but over a long period of time, let's not be silly, Rafael Varane is world class. He's won 5 Champions Leagues, he's still not overly that old, and he still does a brilliant job week in, week out for Manchester United. Those two are world-class centre-backs. They provide two massively different dynamics to that United team. Right foot, left foot, aerial, ground level, quick, Rolls Royce. Like, you get the gist. Two very different dynamics that work together brilliantly. Let's go to Bournemouth. Marcos Senesi and Zabani. I can tell you about one of these centre-backs, and that is Senesi. We'll go Zabani first. Okay, because I don't know a lot about them. I'll put him bottom of okay. Actually, no, I won't. I'll put him above Luton, and I'll put him above Forest, because Bournemouth have had a decent defence this season. Marcos Senesi is solid. Senesi's probably above Kilman and me, and I'd put him in solid. I rate him highly, Marcos Senesi. He provides a really good goal threat. He's a very well-rounded centre-back. He's a brute force at the back for the Cherries, and he does a job for what Bournemouth are. Let's end off with Chelsea. Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill. And Thiago Silva's a bit like Varane, and he's an not like Varane in the fact Varane's injured a lot. Thiago Silva is a machine. He's like the Bruno Fernandes at centre-back. He's never injured. He always plays. At the incredible age of, 36, 37, 38. He's playing every single game for Chelsea. He's the captain of Chelsea, and he is still an amazing, amazing player. In my opinion, he's above Varane. He's probably above Romero. And argue with me all you want, he's above Diaz. Thiago Silva, at the incredible age he is, and all the football he's played for all these top teams, he's still underrated. He is fantastic, Thiago Silva. He is the 4th best centre-back in the league, according to my team maker here. Levi Colwill. Look, I'd probably put him solid. Where in solid? Is he above Gahey? Probably is. Is he above Van Heck? He probably isn't, actually. He's a young centre-back. That's my point. He's 2021. He just won the Euros with England under 21s. He's someone that can move out to the left-back position. He's a good left-footed centre-back. Good ball playing, quick, in and under, does the job very, very well alongside the experienced force of Thiago Silva at Chelsea, and I think he provides a brilliant dynamic to the Blues, to Pochettino's side. There is my rankings. According to this tier maker, the worst centre-back in the league is Jack Robinson. Look, George Borlick and Jack Robinson are down there because they play for the worst defence in the league, and I don't watch Sheffield United, so what am I going to do? And if we look at world class, look, people might think I overuse the term world-class in this tier maker, but I think the Premier League genuinely has an abundance of world-class centre-halves. Virgil van Dijk, William Saliba, John Stones, Thiago Silva, Ruben Diaz, Christian Romero, Rafael Varane, and Lissandro Martinez. I'm going to put top of top tier to be a bit fairer. I think those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are all world-class. Top tier, Martinez, Van de Ven, Pau, Botman, Cher, Gabriel, Kanate, Branthwaite, and Konsa. I am happy with that. And then you go solid, Aguirre, Dawson, Tarkovsky, Pinnock, Zuma, Van Heck, Colwill, Gahey, Dunk, Anderson, Senesi, Kilman, and Ben Mee. I think they're all deserving of being there. Let me know what you disagree with, agree with in this list. I'll put the tier maker in the description so you can try it out for yourself. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and cheers.